clashes broke out in the Golden Temple. Just take a look at these visuals. Two groups clashed. It was the Simranjeet Singh Mann-led Akali Dal clashed with SGPC Task Force members during a ceremony that had been organized at the Akal Takht inside the Golden Temple premises. Anand Patel joins us on the phone line for more. Anand, very, very dramatic visuals of these clashes taking place, and it's going to shock so many to see visuals like this right inside the Golden Temple.
Well, absolutely, Sargi. Today is the 30th anniversary of the Operation Blue Star, and the ceremony was going on at the Akal Takht, which is like barely 100 meters from the Sanctum Sanctorium, where, you know, people from all walks of life come and pay their respect to the holiest shrine of the Sikhs in the world. And in the morning, when Akal Takht Chief Gyani Jathedar Gyani Bhajan Singh was delivering his speech, all of a sudden the people from the Akali Dal Amritsar started shouting slogans. They were demanding that their leader Simranjeet Singh Mann be given an opportunity to say he wanted to address the gathering there, but he was denied the opportunity. And this sparked off a row between the task force of the SGPC, which is entrusted with the security of the Golden Temple premises, and the supporters of Simranjeet Singh Mann, and they came to blow with minutes, and we can see from the visuals, you know, swords came out, and at least half a dozen people have been rendered injured. Now, heavy force has been deployed in the vicinity of the Golden Temple premises, though the situation is calm right now. It is going on as usual, but the situation is tense after this clash, and efforts are on to calm down both the groups. Gargi?
Right, Anand, we're seeing those visuals of earlier. You're telling us now the situation is calm, but when the two groups clashed, and like I'm saying, these visuals are going to shock so many. This is such a holy place, a sacred place, and to see politics really taking over and these clashes between two groups over par, it seems.
Absolutely, Gagi, and this is the reason why, you know, the Akal Takht chief had issued a statement day before yesterday that there should be no politics on the Operation Blue Star, and whatever has happened in the past should be left at it, and, you know, people should, respect the holy place, and there should be no politics in the processions and the marches which are taken out by the extremist groups. But again today, you know, we saw a repeat of what usually happens during the ceremony, where the so-called martyrs of the Operation Blue Star, the people who were killed during the army action at the Golden Temple premises, you know, the ceremony, it's a customary ceremony now, you know, and the Akal Takht usually honors them and pays respects to all those people who were killed. And all the various different groups are also invited to this ceremony, one of which is Akali Dal Amritsar, led by Simranjeet Singh Mann. And he sort of, you know, always tries to create some or the other kind of a situation there, you know, and since he's anti to the Akali Dal Badal, which holds sway at the SGPC, and, you know, this was expected, but, you know, turning out to be, you know, such a kind of situation where, you know, the supporters of both sides exchanged blows, and swords were taken out, and people have been injured very close to the Sanctum Sanctorium, you know, the Golden Temple, the most sacred place, as you rightly said. You know, very shameful day for the people there, and for the SGPC, you know, very difficult to explain for them as well.
Right, and Anand, had there been any sort of tension taking place? You said a warning had been issued not to bring politics into this time. It is a time 30 years since what happened at the Golden Temple, and were there any indications that something like this could break out?
Well, not to this extent, you know. Usually it culminates into exchange of words between the, you know, especially the Akali Dal Amritsar and the SGPC, but you know, coming to blows and the swords coming out, and you know, sort of a fight in the Akal Takht, you know, this was something really not expected, you know, and very shocking and shameful incident, yes indeed, and you know, SGPC will have to do a lot of explaining as to how this happened and how the people from you know, Akali Dal Amritsar also brought in swords along with them, and you know, the security completely came to a collapse. And, you know, such dramatic visuals, you know, obviously the people there, who had come for the darshan and all, they were also panic-stricken, and for at least half an hour, there was pandemonium all over. And you can see people trying to calm down the situation. Also, the senior people from the clergy, the Sikh clergy which are there, they were trying to calm down both the groups, but it culminated into such a thing that such pictures, everyone was. And a shameful incident which is taking place on the day when the people were trying to, pay their respects to whatever happened 30 years ago, Operation Blue Star. A sad day for the Sikh community, yes, indeed. And, a lot of introspection will now have to be done by both the sides, as to such a thing should not happen at the most sacred place of the Sikhs all over the world.
Right. Anand, now what happened 30 years ago, Operation Blue Star, considered sacrilege for so many Sikhs, and today what's happening, these clashes breaking out. If for viewers who may just be joining in, if you could explain what these visuals are of two groups clashing inside the Golden Temple in the Akal Takht.
Well, in the morning, this is a usual ceremony which takes place on the 6th of June every year to pay respect to all those people who were killed in the army action inside the Golden Temple premises. Akal Takht holds a ceremony in which SGPC people and various Sikh groups also participate. Various Sikh clergies are also present. Senior people deliver lectures over there. And at a time when the Akal Takht chief, the Jathedar Gyani Singh, was delivering his speech, Simranjeet Singh Mann stood up and he wanted to make a speech, but he was denied the opportunity. His supporters grabbed the mic on which the Akal Takht chief was speaking, and this led to a sort of, a clash between the two groups. We can see the SGPC task force people also there trying to calm down the situation, trying to control the Akali Dal Amritsar supporters who went berserk after the and they came to blows, and later the swords were also taken out, and at least half of people have been injured from both the sides. They've been taken to different hospitals. Heavy police force has been deployed, and for almost half an hour there was panic all over inside the Golden Temple premises. But now the situation is under control and the darshan has begun as usual. Though the shops outside the Golden Temple premises are closed, this was a call given by the Dal Khalsa, one of the extremist Sikh groups. But the situation is under control and calm, and the darshan has resumed as usual. Gargi?
Anand, it seems we're getting some reaction as well. Let's listen in.
श्रोमणी अकाली दल की ओर से जिनको निहत्थे लोगों को मारा गया देश में, और हमें इस बात का भी खेद है जिस संसद में हम खड़े हैं, जिस संसद के हम मेंबर हैं, इस संसद में कोई थोड़ा सा इंसिडेंट हो जाए देश में और कोई एक्सीडेंट हो जाए देश में, उस पर भी यहाँ दुख प्रकट किया जाता है, श्रद्धांजलि दी जाती है। मगर 1984 में हजारों लोग मारे गए और बेगुनाह लोग मारे गए, और कोई एक शब्द भी संसद में उसके लिए नहीं बोला गया।
तो माजरा जी, जो विवाद है वो बताया जा रहा है कि ऑपरेशन ब्लू स्टार की एनिवर्सरी को मनाने को लेकर विवाद हुआ है। एसएडी का क्या स्टैंड है? क्या ये एनिवर्सरी मनाया जाना चाहिए या इसको नहीं मनाया जाना चाहिए?
देखिए, श्रोमणी अकाली दल पहले से जो एनिवर्सरी है वो वहाँ मनाते हैं। हमारे जो रिलीजियस बॉडी है हमारी श्रोमणी गुरुद्वारा प्रबंधक कमेटी, श्री अकाल तख्त साहब की सरपरस्ती के नीचे होती है, और श्री अकाल तख्त साहब जो हमारे सुप्रीम है उसको श्रोमणी अकाली दल भी मानता है, सब सिख संप्रदाय हैं जितनी भी वो मानती हैं। सो उसकी सरपरस्ती के नीचे हर वर्ष ये एनिवर्सरी मनाई जाती है। श्रोमणी अकाली दल में उसमें शामिल होता है।
एक सवाल है, सिख बॉडीज ने, काफी सारी सिख बॉडीज ने डिमांड करी है यूएन इंटरवेंशन होना चाहिए फॉर अ प्रोब, इंटरनेशनल प्रोब into Operation Blue Star and leading up to the attack on the Hamdardar.
देखिए, जिन लोगों ने यूएन इंटरवेंशन की मांग की है वो उनको वापस लेनी चाहिए, और यूएन, हम तो अपने सिख अफेयर्स में अपनी गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया की इंटरवेंशन नहीं मांगते, कभी मांगी तो यूएनओ कहाँ से आएगा यहाँ से? तो हमारी जो सुप्रीम बॉडी है श्री अकाल तख्त साहब, जिसको सब सिख लोग मानते हैं, और कोई किसी किस्म का किसी को कोई तराज है, जहाँ किसी को शक है और जो भी इसका दोषी होगा उसकी निशानदेही किसी ने करनी है तो श्री अकाल तख्त साहब के सामने केस रखना होगा। यूएनओ या कोई और सरकार उसमें दखल नहीं दे सकती।